Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the wildest paranormal stories out there. So, imagine this. Can love really cross the boundaries of time? Can a spirit come back to find its other half? Today's story isn't just some fairy tale. It's a mystery that stumped so many people. And get this, it actually happened. Get ready for a tale that'll make you think twice before you turn off the lights. It's a story about a kid, a love, an old house, and a deep secret just waiting to be uncovered. In the quiet town of Pennsylvania lived Ryan, a 16-year-old kid who preferred his world of books and ideas over the noisy daily grind. Ryan didn't have many friends. His interests were just different from other kids his age. He was super into mysterious stories and fantasy novels, spending most of his time buried in pages. But there was something else on his mind, a girl named Bethany, who lived in the same neighborhood. She had dark hair and piercing eyes. Everyone loved Bethany, and Ryan saw her everywhere, but he never quite had the guts to talk to her. On Valentine's Day, Ryan finally mustered up his courage and decided to send Bethany a card signed with his name. On the morning of February 14, 1995, as Ryan walked to school, he heard a voice behind him call out, "Hey, are you Ryan?" Ryan turned to see Bethany standing with a big guy named Todd, who was giving him a look of pure contempt. Ryan mumbled, "Yeah." Then Bethany said coldly, "All right, here's your card back. I've got a boyfriend." Ryan's heart shattered. He took the card and tossed it into a nearby trash can right in front of Bethany, who just stood there, smirking. Ryan felt a surge of hatred for them, but he didn't think about revenge. She was just a girl, he figured, and he'd get over it. A while later, Ryan's family moved to an old house in the same town, built way back in the early 1900s. From the moment he first stepped inside, Ryan felt something weird, an unseen energy filling the place. As days went by, the neighbors told Ryan's family that the house was haunted by the ghost of a young girl. No one knew who she was except for an old lady named Mary who'd lived in the neighborhood forever, but she was stuck in the hospital after a fall. One night, as Ryan's mom was making dinner for his dad, who was late from work, she heard the soft sound of a violin playing from upstairs. The music was sad and beautiful, and his mom felt like she'd heard it before, but couldn't quite place it. Scared, she woke up her kids and asked if they could hear the music. They all heard it and were a bit freaked out. But Ryan, who loved an adventure, grabbed a flashlight and decided to check out where the sound was coming from. Ryan followed the sound upstairs, then to a dusty, neglected attic room. He hesitated a bit outside the door, then took a deep breath and pushed it open. The flashlight beam cut through the darkness, revealing a pile of old furniture, and in the middle, something big covered up. The music suddenly stopped when Ryan opened the door, and his flashlight died right after he stepped inside. But he'd seen enough. Ryan kept exploring, even though he could hear his mom and sisters calling for him to come back. Ryan pulled the cover off the big object, finding an old wooden violin underneath. It looked like no one had played it for decades. A sudden chill of dread washed over Ryan, and he rushed out of the room. Suddenly, the front door burst open, and everyone screamed in terror, but it was just Ryan's dad, back from work. Ryan's mom told her husband about the music, but he didn't believe it, figuring it was just their imagination. Ryan spent his night terrified, feeling like someone else was in his room. A sweet scent of orange blossoms filled the air, followed by a soft voice whispering, "Ryan." Ryan didn't think about who it could be, even if his sister was playing a scary joke. Ryan yelled, "Go away! Get out!" The voice came back, whispering, "Please, Ryan, don't be afraid of me. I'm Lily." "Mom!" Ryan screamed, squeezing his eyes shut. He threw himself off the bed and fumbled for his lamp switch. When the light came on, the room was empty, but the scent still lingered. Moments later, a voice called from outside, "Ryan!" It was his sister. Ryan opened the door and told her in a strange voice, "Someone's calling herself Lily, and the smell of orange blossoms is everywhere." His sister asked, "Are you okay?" His sister was sympathetic and said she was sure there was something weird in the house. "Go back to sleep now." Ryan closed his door and tried to sleep with the hallway lights on. His sister suddenly shrieked, but he realized later she'd just gotten scared when she found her older sister standing behind her, who had come to ask about Ryan screaming. Ryan slept for just a few hours before waking up for no clear reason. It was around 4 a.m. He suddenly remembered Lily's whisper before he felt her presence again. This time, she touched him. Ryan felt a delicate hand touch his hand, dangling off the bed. He quickly pulled his hand to his chest and said, "Who's there?" He got no reply. In the faint light of the rising sun, Ryan felt a sense of calm and fell back asleep. Then he had the strangest dream of his life. He met a beautiful girl named Lily, dressed in old-fashioned clothes. In the dream, she loved him, and she took him to her house, which was built on the exact spot where his current house stood. Ryan loved her back too. They played together, and she played the violin for him. She also showed him a picture of herself and told him it was near the violin. "Go up there and you'll find it." Ryan told her, "When I wake up, but I'm not asleep." She kissed him, saying, "Oh yes, you are." Then Ryan woke up, his heart pounding, and it felt like it wasn't a dream at all. Later that day, Around noon, Ryan remembered what the girl in the dream had said about the picture. He rushed to the attic, and with the daylight, he didn't feel as scared as before. He looked for the picture inside the violin, just like in the dream. With some difficulty, he managed to pull something out from between the strings. It was an old, framed photograph. Ryan's heart leaped when he instantly recognized the girl in the picture. He immediately told his family about the girl and the dream, but his dad just said it was a coincidence. Finally, the old neighbor Mary got out of the hospital. Ryan's mom went to visit her, taking a bouquet of flowers, a box of chocolates, and the photo found inside the violin. The moment Mary saw the picture, she recognized it immediately and said, "That's Lily. My mom told me all about her. This girl died from a fever back in 1890. Her mother was super strict and didn't let her play with boys, so Lily spent her time playing the violin. When the house was torn down and rebuilt, Lily's family sold the violin."
Years later, a man named Joseph bought it, and by chance he also bought the house and moved in back in 1900, so the violin came back to its old home. Ryan's mom asked Mrs. Mary if she knew about the ghost. The old lady said yes, and I swear to God I saw Lily looking out the window one night. I hope that doesn't scare you. Ryan's mom replied, "Don't worry about it." Over time, Ryan changed a lot. He spent most of his time in the attic, and his family would hear the sound of the violin playing when he was up there, even though he didn't know how to play it. Ryan talked about nothing but Lily, how beautiful and smart she was. Once he even said he wanted to die to be with her and marry her. That's when his family started to worry about him, so they asked for help from a priest who decided to bless the house to get rid of the spirits. Ryan was furious when he found out. He told them, "Mind your own business. Lily isn't a bad ghost. She's my love." Despite Ryan's protests, the priest left, but the matter wasn't over as he thought.
One day, Ryan came home from school to see sad looks on his sisters' and mom's faces. They had blessed the house. Ryan rushed to the attic and came down minutes later, screaming, "She's gone!" His mom hugged him, but he pushed her away. "What did you do?" His sister said, "The church sent mediums to cleanse the house." Ryan looked at his mom with disgust, tears streaming down his face. "You did this, Mom!" His mom shook her head, denying it. "No, it was your dad's idea." Ryan cried, "I loved her, Mom. I'm going to kill myself to be with her." Ryan ran back to the attic, and his sister followed to protect him from doing anything crazy. After days of sadness, Ryan accepted his loss and moved on with his life. He got married and had kids, and he named one of his daughters Lily. The strange thing is, his daughter asked to learn the violin all on her own, without ever knowing the story.